Hello, beautiful people. Myself, Ash. In this video, we are going to talk about manifestation, how it works, and a little bit of science behind it, and my real life example, like the recent example in which I manifested something, and well, it happened to me many times, but the way I observed it now is something different. Okay, so we are going to talk about it. So first of all, what I wanna clear is people really think that manifestation is something like woo stuff, or it's something that is very non-logical or something like that, which is completely wrong because it is of course connected to religion. Okay, because as much as I have read many religious scriptures of different religions, and I have always find in them the practices of manifestation. Okay, they are clear practices, and the civilization before us knew the techniques of manifestations. Believe me, they were far intelligent than us, and they knew so many things. So what we believe is that it's universe, or it's not universe. First of all, it's god. Okay, and second is most of people believe that it is far from science, which is also completely false. Manifestation is pure science. Okay, and in Islam there is a concept that human beings are the special of all the creations. Okay, the ashraf al makhluqat. And I used to think that why is it that human beings are greater than any other species. And this thing I realize is that we have the willpower, we have the power to choose between things, to observe different things and make it our reality. God give us that power. Okay, and when we use all that energy, all that frequency in the negative thing, in the negative emotions, and we operate from our ego rather than the consciousness that God have given us, that's when we really lose all of our ability. Okay, all of our, you can say, special abilities that God had have given us to create our life in the best possible way. And so that's the thing. And God have really given this ability to all of the people, irrespective of how good they are or how bad they are. At this point, I really believe that God really don't value the material or materialistic things in this earth, that he really gives it to anyone who proves to be worthy of it, or who operates from the law of manifestation. Okay, so in this video we are really going to discuss that how you can observe those laws and a science behind it, and my real life example, as I have said. Okay, so first of all, what you have to know is that the observer effect in quantum physics. Okay, the observer effect state that wherever you put your energy or your observation, the particles behave differently. Okay, there was Sir Isaac Newton. He stated that energy is kind of force which we can state it as a material. Okay, he stated that energy is something that we can use or we can create, and that's it. Okay, it's cause and effect. But then there came an observation that light sometimes behave as particle or as waves. And if light is also a form of energy, and if according to Sir Isaac Newton, if particle or energy is same and it can change forms, how can light change forms? Okay, and this really contradict the beliefs or the study of Newton and Newton diagram of an atom. Okay, we all made up of atoms, and atom is 99% of energy and 1% of the physical matter. Okay, so if we believe that we all are made up of atoms and everything around us is made up of atoms, then we are really 99% of energy and 1% of the matter. So instead of focusing on the matter, which we are only 1%, and focusing on the outer reality, why don't we focus on the energy that we are 99%? Okay, so this happens when you really put all of your focus, all of your observation, according to the observation effect, you put it on the negative things. Okay, look, I don't have this, my external world is like this or like that, so I can't have it. You are focusing what you can or cannot have on the external environment, which is 1%, while you can, what you can do is focus your energy, your observation on the outcomes, on the possibilities that can happen, which are 99% of energy that you can made yourself. Okay, look, I'm going to show you two atomic models that are, first was from Newton and the second was from the new school. Okay, this is the Dr. Joe Dispenza's book. Okay, this is the classical diagram of atoms. Okay, this is the atom, and these are the electrons around it. So according to Sir Isaac Newton, the electrons around the Newton, you can say, around the I don't remember what is it's maybe, let's call it an atom. Okay, the electron around it revolves in a particular way. Okay, but in the new school, when they observe the that the light behaves in waves or in particles, they realize that this is the real, you can see, this is the real atomic model. Like, this is the nucleus and this is the electron cloud around it. Okay, which means that electrons are not something that are present like this. In this, the electrons are present as the dots. Okay, and they have a specific position, but here they are just present everywhere. They are the matter, and it is came to study that when we observe this electrons, for example, here it is, like, this is the nucleus and this is the electron matter as a, wait, as a cloud. Okay, and when we observe it, we put our observation around it, the electron appears where we put our observation around the nucleus. So it really states that wherever we put our energy, the reality bends. Okay, so if reality can bend to wherever we put our energy, why can't we put our energy in the areas where we want? Okay, and now I am going to talk about the thing that happened with me recently. Okay, this was the, you know, around 1 month earlier when there is Eid, So I wanted a specific amount of money. Okay, and I didn't had it. I didn't knew that where it will come from. Okay, I was like, okay, I need this, so I prayed for it. Okay, first of all, whenever I pray, I have an immense belief that it is going to find me. Like, obviously I am a normal human being, negative thoughts came in my mind, but I let them go. Okay, I unclaimed them. These are not mine. Okay, so what happened? I wanted that amount of money and I didn't get it on Eid. Okay, so I was like, okay, I didn't get it. I got the half of the amount from nowhere, but half of the amount was still pending, and so I didn't get half of the amount. And I was like, okay, I paid for it, and if it will be for me, I'll get it. So what happened? There was a girl who I used to know, but a friend of that girl wanted to have some lessons on economics from me, and I have a economics background. So she came to me and she DM'd me, and I rarely reply to any DMs, so I did reply to hers, and then we talk about the stuff, and then she came to me to learn about economics. Okay, and I gave her the lessons, and she she gave me the money for the lessons. And then I, after some days, okay, there were so many things going on at that time that I didn't realize it. And after some days, I realized that the amount was same that I paid for. So I got the amount in a very unexpected way that I prayed for, because I prayed for it and I believed that I am going to get it, and I got it. And it is really a case for me that I always have money. Okay, I never know that where is it coming from. Even my sister told me many times that you have some mysterious source of income which I really don't have. Okay, and I don't take money from my parents. It's been years since I took any money from them. So alhamdulillah, I really just have it. Okay, it's nice. So what happened is I manifested it without knowing, and after some days I realized, yes, I manifested it, and I also got a gift which is out of the box. Okay, so what I have done, what I have analyzed after manifesting it is that, first of all, I didn't get panic about how I'm going to have that. Okay, I had my list of the things that I wanna do after I'm going to get the amount, and I had that in my cart, or whatever the things I wanna have. Okay, second thing, I didn't focus on how I'm going to get that, which is really important. Many of you spiral on the thought of, you have prayed for something and you believe that you are going to get it. Then you are like, okay, how? But how I'm going to get it? I'm not doing any job and I'm not doing any stuff like that. How I'm going to get it? How I'm going to get that opportunity? Believe me, when you really believe in something that you deserve it and you are going to have it, things happen to you. Okay, oh sorry, for you. Okay, things happen for you and you are going to have them out of the box. And because there are so many opportunities out there, there are so many resources out there that you don't even know yet. Okay, and I also don't know so many things yet. Things happen when you believe that they can happen to you. Good things can happen to you. Most of us manifest bad things in our life because we only focus on the bad stuff. Okay, the first thing that I did is I don't focus on the how. Second, I focus on that I'm going to get it. I had the firm belief that I am going to get it. I was like, I asked it in the holy month of Ramzan. Now I'm going to have it. No one is going to stop me. Okay. So, and the third thing is that I really had all the list of things that I'm going to do when I have it. Okay. And I really don't focus on that. What if I don't have it? Okay. So the what if point was not in my mind. Okay. Which most of you do, that you also spiral on how, and what if I am not going to have it? Why are you feeling that? What if you are not going to have it? But if you are going to have the amount greater than that, the job better than that, okay, you really are spiraling in the lack mindset where you believe that good things are not here, money is not here, opportunities are not here, which they are. And when you believe that they are here, you can have that. Because just put all the science behind, just believe in this stuff, that if you don't believe that there is something out there, how can you going to have it in your reality? Does it make sense? So, this is the thing. This is how I manifested. And I really have manifested so many things in my life that I am now observing that I really have manifested that. I really manifested that person. And it includes the bad scenarios too. Okay, not only the good ones. Because, yeah, we really put our attention on bad stuff, which shouldn't be the case. Because we have such a beautiful ability, and it's a shame to use it on bad stuff. Okay, so I believe you got my point, you got how I manifested things, and you also got the science behind it. If there are any question, I would love to answer them in comments, and you can also drop your opinions on which videos you want next. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.